Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia. Now, when we left off, we had just taken the final fief from the hands of the Kingdom of Vagiers, and we are now at the Four Ways Inn, of course, and we are going to be entering and taking... Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do it that way. We want to enter it this way, of course. We want to go straight in here. And, of course, the first thing we want to do is talk to the Gnomish Bank. We want to put in another 40 or so thousand, I would say. I do know that you did state that it would be a good idea to put 50,000 in, and maybe we'll do that instead. Not entirely sure at the moment. I will deposit a little bit more, thank you very much. Let's put in 40,000, because I do like to keep a little bit of money on us, just to make sure that we don't have to revisit this too many times, and that will be fine. Thank you very much. 114,000 now in our savings account. That is very, very nice indeed. And I do believe we will be speaking to this fella. Now, yes, this is what I would like to check out. Yeah, if you aren't honorable and good, you shouldn't even touch this sword I have right here. It is forged of the finest steel and holy water and then blessed by the mightiest priests of Torm. Take into account that much of its power will come directly from its owner, so the more honorable its owner, the more powerful it will become. And yes, it actually does holy damage as well, which is excellent, and I would say that I really would love to do it, but as one of you mentioned to me in a private message, I don't actually have that much money, even putting in 40,000 right there. I'm not able to purchase it, and it would take a huge chunk of our savings at the moment, so I think at the moment we're probably not going to do it, but the one thing that I did want to check... How much honor do we have? 77! That's actually a pretty reasonable amount at the moment. I do believe we are going to be purchasing it at a later time, and as a result, I do think we might like to start a war against Swadia. I know, we've already been at war against the Vagiers, but we might like to start one against Swadia, even though they have incredible cavalry, and I do believe the cavalry is going to tear us apart. But I'm not entirely sure what we can do at the moment, but we're going to be moving upwards anyway. Wait a minute, I just completely missed my character. Yes, there we are. Thank you very much. Vederan, let us move over, and we'll see what we can do. Now, this is very strange indeed. Why are the Vagiers declaring war against the Rodox when they are... Well, are they at war against us anymore? No, they are not, because of course they made peace with us. That was excellent. Now, that is very strange. I suppose they are attempting to take an additional fief so that they can stay alive in the actual game, otherwise they will just be eliminated, I expect. However, we do have that -3 to deal with, which is not great. Lord Ramald has now just been defeated in battle, which is even worse. What was he fighting? I guess he was fighting some Swadian vassal, and ended up losing, which is not great, I have to admit. I really do need to indict him, so maybe we'll head over there and do that right away. Although, at the moment, not entirely sure, because I would like to just come across a Swadian vassal if at all possible. Now, there is one here. Can I enter and request a meeting? Yes, he does appear here. Excellent. So, I wish to make peace with Swadia. I am in no position to offer you anything. You must speak to King Harlaus. Now, I do know that thanks to the PBOD mod, I'm not entirely sure what that actually stands for, but I think it is the PBOD mod, that allows you to pay a certain amount to an enemy vassal if you have only -5 or -3 in relation, and as a result, that would make peace, or it would improve the relations of that particular faction with your faction. So that would be amazing. That would be so, so good for us to be able to do, but unfortunately enough, that is not going to happen this time around. Now, I would like to speak to Boyar Raucher. Now, he likes us a lot, so let's see. Ah, you do like King Yaroglek. That's unfortunate. How do you feel about these things? Yes, of course. He's not going to be joining us anytime soon, not until he decides to obviously defect, which he might very well do very soon. Now, as you can see, we're not really gaining that much in the way of dinars. That is obviously due to the many, many raids that the Vagiers staged on many of our villages. So we are going to... Wait a minute, Kudan is our main base, isn't it? Yes. After that one fellow from the Blazing Hand decided it would be a good idea to siege Blazing Hand Temple and take it from us. That was rather mean of him, was it not? Yes, it was. So, let's head into Kudan. And wait a minute, do we have any people here? I think we might actually have... Lord Voldrat. Okay, Lord Voldrat, I do believe, is a Vegir vassal. I will accept him in place of Lord Remald, because I'd like to see the various personalities that we are going to be putting up with here. So let's accept him first, just to make sure what kind of vassal he is going to be. So, let us indict Lord Remald. There we are, thank you very much. Now let's see, Lord Voldrat... Oh wow, look at that. War Chief. He's gone over to the Bleeding Throat clan. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's fine. He's going. And wait a minute. Did Lord Voldrat have some really bad relation with us right now? No, he has +2. And now +4. Thank you very much. Yes, that's always good. So now let's take a look here. We want to give him a fief, but nothing too good. We don't want to give him something too good because, of course, we do want to make sure that we still have control over our majority areas here. Now, Lord Tansugai is actually not liking Lord Voldrat one bit, as you can see here. He's losing 3 relation every time I give something to him, so that's not too good. I have to say, that is not too good at all. Now, I will make myself Lord of Revered and Lord of Curor. And I don't believe... should I do it of Rivercheg as well? Do we want to become Lord of Rivercheg? Because I do believe having a little bit of land to offer people is a good idea. So let's just take a look at what we're actually missing out on here. We're missing out on the wages of these castles. 3 castles, indeed. Rivercheg and various other villages, which is... It's a little bit of a shame, I have to admit, but it does draw vassals toward our faction, which is always a good thing. So I think we're going to make ourselves Lord of Rivercheg just so that we can make as much money as we can while we are in peacetime. And maybe we'll be able to find King Harlaus, and we'll be able to make peace with him, potentially. So let's just take a look at what's actually going on here. We have some Tundra Bandits against some skeletons. Okay. I think I'll probably just leave them to it. Okay, well, without further ado, I am going to be cutting away, and I'm unsure. What do you guys think? Should we head down into Swadian territory and see what we can do about punishing them for their insolence during our engagement with the Vagirs? Because, of course, they did appear to take advantage of the situation by raiding a couple of our villages, or at least attempting to do so. Maybe that would be an idea, because as you can see here, the Ridus Majocracy has completely split the Swadians in half, and I think, if we were so inclined, we would be able to take Tilbo Castle, Dirtios Castle, and Dirim very, very quickly indeed. So maybe we want to do that? Well, whatever the case may be, I'm going to be heading over to Raverdin, and we're going to be resting there for a little bit of time, and as a result I will cut away, and upon our return I am actually unsure where we will be, so yeah. I'm not sure. I am not sure at all. So it just depends on whether the Swadians want to attack us in some way, I suppose, but other than that, I will see you soon. Okay, so yes, while I was waiting at Raverdin, I did actually come across a little bit of a problem, and I think you can kind of imagine what that may be. Yeah, we only have this much food, and unfortunately Curor does not have very much food there at all. I bought all of it already. So what we're going to be doing is, because I have obviously placed most of our units in the garrison at Raverdin, because we were having a couple of difficulties with morale on top of our food difficulty, so we're going to be participating in the Curor tournament right here, and we're going to be betting 1,000 dinars on us and fighting in the next round. Now do bear in mind, I am terrible at tournaments, so I wouldn't be surprised if we actually just fail right here, just fail absolutely entirely. Now do bear in mind as well that I am terrible with throwing weapons. I am well known for this. I am well known for being absolutely atrocious, and the only way I'm actually able to even do damage to this guy is because he's just standing still. And hopefully I'll be able to take him off his horse soon as well, so that he can be a little bit more less mobile, I suppose. A little bit more less mobile. Yes, exactly. Exactly. My plan is coming to fruition right here. Okay, we need to take this guy out, that's for sure. Oh, that's some nice damage. Good job, Sword Sister. Nice. Okay, I can only hope that they give me a better weapon next time. Can I actually switch this? Yes, I can. I can switch this to a spear. That is great. And never mind. Okay. I do need to also remember that I can pick up weapons from the ground. So let's try to make that a reality, shall we? Unfortunately, I've been given a two-handed sword, so this is not going to be too good. I took out a horse already, which is very, very nice. Unfortunately, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Unfortunately, this guy has a two-handed sword, so he's going to be a little bit more difficult than I would have liked to take out. And what about this fellow, too? Take him off his horse. I think if we can probably cause our team to win, then I think we have a really good chance right here. But if we cannot, then we may as well say goodbye. Okay, take out that guy's... Ouch! Can I use... Nope, can't use prayer spells here. That's for sure. Okay, come on. Let's do it. Yeah. I am the only one of my entire team to still be alive. And I'm still actually alive, okay. Not gonna be for soon, though. Not gonna be very soon, though. Oh. Careful. Oh my goodness. Oh, we took him out. Excellent. Yeah, we took him out as well. And unfortunately was not able to block the Sword Sister. But hopefully I will still be in the tournament. Yes, I am. Excellent. Okay. We can actually do quite well here, I do believe. Fight in the next round. Oh, no. Really? Okay, it's a 4 versus... Well, it's a free-for-all, basically. So I think we should be okay, as long as we can make good use of our poking potential. That seems like a good idea. At the moment. Okay, come on. Oh, that was mistimed. That's unfortunate. Okay, what can I do here? Nope. Getting blocked right there. Can I actually pick up that guy, the champion fighter that just died right now? That might be an idea. Ooh, I'd love to pick up his weapon. What is it, though? It's a sword. It's a practice dagger. Oh my goodness, it's a practice dagger, really? Yes, of course it is. Okay, well, we can do this. Oh, of course he blocks. Okay, come on, I have a shield. I should be able to block most things here. Okay, come on. Take her out, or at least take her off the horse. Yeah, take that guy down, that's good. Now, we just have to deal with this guy, which shouldn't be too bad, actually. As long as I can use this spear attack as efficiently as possible, I do believe we'll have a good chance. Like that, for example. However, she was majorly damaged by our opponent right there, so I don't think we can take all of the credit. And so, on to the next round. 2 teams with 2 fighters each. So, 2 versus 2. They've given me a bow. They've given me a bow. They're not serious. Oh dear. Oh, I'm worried. Oh no, I don't have that much money to frivolously spend. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we are. There's some nice damage. 32 damage. That was actually Frudak. I realized that, so I was going to take advantage of the fact that he's terrible with bows. So, yeah, thankfully enough, we were able to take him out. Now, I'm not entirely sure who's with me. A mercenary swordsman, it appears. Okay. Oh, he blocked that, of course. Okay, I'm just going to get out my bow. Maybe I can actually use this to good effect. Or maybe I can just destroy his shield a little bit better. Maybe not. Stab him! Stab him! Stab him many times. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I really wish he could get taken off his... Okay, never mind. Really wish he could get taken off his horse, I was going to say. But no, Mercenary Swordsman apparently has it in the bag. So we are at Tier 5 of the tournament. That means that this is the penultimate round. 2 teams with 2 fighters each. Oh dear. Oh, I've been given the greatest setup. Okay, excellent. Okay, now what I like to do is take them off their horse as quickly as I can, and maybe do as much damage to them as I can. This guy's a two-handed, and he's taken me off my horse. And... right. Well, that wasn't really fair, was it? He took advantage of the fact that I was knocked down on the floor. Ah, that's actually really disappointing now. Okay, well... what can you do, I suppose? Oh my goodness, really? Okay, well, there's Cortrana right there. Maybe we want to recruit her for other means, but yes, I think we'll just take some strange mercenaries for now. Really? That was so sad. That was really so sad. I really thought, oh yeah, we're going to have a really good chance here. But no, of course, of course. As soon as I have a sword and shield and my favored setup, boom. They just throw me at Dranton right there. Well, yep, that's just how it goes sometimes. And I suppose considering, oh yes, our morale is still average. So I will be resting here for a little bit, and hopefully our average morale will increase. Okay, so I've returned to Kudan because we have a very good reason for being here, and that is the fact that about 5, maybe even 6 of the Vegir vassals have defected to us, and I'm thinking we will accept one of them, and then we'll see how it goes, and then if that fellow is good, then we'll keep him around, and we'll give him a lot of fiefs, of course, but if he's bad, then we'll indict him and we'll take another one. So it is just a potluck, really, about who we're going to go for. I like the look of Lord Belgaru, but I'm not entirely sure. Lord Mariga looks quite nice as well, so let's go with him. There we are, accept his pledge, and now let's just see. I want you to grant one of our vassals a fief, and we're going to be giving him Karindi. Lord Mariga. Okay, Lord Mariga hates us. Yep, he hates us incredibly badly. Okay, we're going to be indicting that fellow then, I do believe. Lord Mariga, goodbye. Thank you very much for stopping by. And oh my, yes, a lot of vassals did not really like that, but now we do get to see that Boyar, or shall we say Lord Doru, likes us quite a bit, so there we are. We will be accepting him instead. Thank you very much. So, let's give him Mason. And yeah, there we go. And it does only reduce Lord Tansugai's relation, which is very, very nice to see, because that means that the other fellow, the other vassal that we have in our employ, Lord Voldrat, is okay with Lord Doru, which is excellent. So, with 3 vassals under our command, is it time that we... Oh, I already purchased the food from here. Is it time that we decide to launch a strike against the Swadians? Because as you see, what do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They only have 9 in the entirety of the game. And I think we might actually have a good idea there. Perhaps. Okay, well, what I'll do is head back to Revered. We'll be obviously... Oh. Yeah. I'll head back to Revered. We'll be getting our troops out of the garrison there, and hopefully not be dying against these skeletons. Now, do bear in mind, I have not gotten all of the really powerful units that I usually have here, so we're going to see quite an interesting bout, I do believe. I guess I will use our Bless attack, or shall we say our Bless spell, and we're also going to be, of course, using... Should I use my Spiritual Hammer or not? Well, we are on a horse, so I don't think we really need to worry about it too much. We do have some Dwarven Champions, which is always nice. We have our Companions, of course, and they are definitely going to be helping us out quite a bit here. And we have Elven Rangers, which is excellent. Very nice to see those. Okay, so we can take these guys out very, very easily indeed. Now, the only good thing that I can see so far about us being on the other side is that we have a height advantage. So I'm going to try and move all of our units as far as we can over to the riverbank so that we have said height advantage even more amplified. And hopefully the enemy will just walk into the water and fall before our mighty arrows and various other amazing projectile units. Now, let's try to be careful, because do bear in mind, this horse is incredibly fragile, and being on a hill right here, it is going to be even slower than usual. Now, the one good thing that I'm doing at the moment is, of course, making it so that these guys are not going to be as good at defending their lines. So, let us take that guy out, thank you very much. We do need to take out some of their heavy warriors, though. Taking out regular warriors is probably not going to be a good idea. Okay, so where is Turn Undead? I think I know where it is. Thank you very much. That's what you get. Oh, yes. And we can now take him out as well. Oh, yeah. I would say that that was masterfully done, if I do say so myself. Oh, yes, just pat myself on the back. Because goodness knows none of our companions are going to do it for us, are we? Yes. Okay, so 4 renown, 11 morale, not actually that bad, and we do actually get to take some Blazing Hand Squires, some Nord units, which is always nice to see, and some Vaegir units, which we might take just to put in the garrison, as we do have a huge amount of space in our current company. So after we take these, I'll be placing them in the garrison at Revered and swapping them out for our familiar friends, the Blazing Hand Inquisitors, and of course the Dwarven Paragons. Okay, so upon arriving back at Revered, as you can see here, I've placed all of the Orcish bandit units in the garrison, and we have, of course, taken out our 49 Inquisitors, our Knights, and I really wanted to take some other Blazing Hand units, but apparently I only have... Wait a minute, where are they? I only have 1 infantry, and that's it. So where did I lose the rest of them? I guess they just died over the times that we were sieging things, but wow, okay, I was not expecting to lose them that quickly, but I suppose we will now be heading on to Tilbo Castle. Who is that? Lord Raucher? Oh my goodness, maybe we need to accept him. He does seem to have quite a powerful army, but, of course, the Vaegir's vassals were not incredibly impressive when we were fighting them, so maybe we should limit the amount of vassals we accept from them, perhaps. Obviously, as we already know, Tansugai has proven himself to be a worthy ally, and I do believe we will be continuing to keep him around, that's for sure. So, let's take a look at Tilbo Castle. A ladder castle it is. That's actually not bad. Let's do it. Now, I do know one of you actually stated in the comments that it would be a good idea to target the siege tower castles and towns first in a faction elimination type thing, so that when you go to siege the final castles, you don't have to worry about the siege tower and obviously building it and taking that long over it. So that's actually a very, very good idea, and I will be trying to employ that, of course, later down the line once we have taken a couple of their fiefs, of course, just to make sure that we have a good grounding in our war against them. And I'm going to be trying to use bravery and bless as much as I can, and then, of course, our shields will be going up because, well, even though the Swadians don't exactly have the greatest archers, they have some very potent crossbow attacks, and I would prefer not to get absolutely murdered by them, so let's just try to get up here and use our very effective Terrify spell as best we can. Let's do this, guys. Come on. Terror. Yes. No. How dare you? How dare you? Please heal me. Thank you very much. I just had to ask, and they did it. Oh my goodness. Voice activation. We need that. We need the voice activation. Oh my goodness. That would be cool. Okay, so... Oh, no. 36 damage. What am I being shot by? Don't kill me just yet. Whoa, I'm actually being shot by something that is very, very powerful. Please heal me again. Was I getting killed by that skirmisher behind me right there? Whoa, okay. That's actually pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. I am actually quite disappointed by that. Well, whatever the case, our units have actually gotten into the battlements very, very easily indeed, and among them were Frudak, Endel, Marnid, and various other dwarven and companion units. Unfortunately, though, they are now starting to spawn in some of their Knights of the King and various other rather hardy units. But I do believe the Swadians are a little bit less powerful than the Vaegirs in a siege defense, because of course they can't use their cavalry. They can't use the overwhelming might of the Swadian knights, and they can only rely on their heavy infantry, and I suppose they could rely on their cavalry a little bit, but without their horse, they're not going to have as much mobility, and they'll get picked off and destroyed rather fast, which is a very nice thing to see indeed. Now, let's just take a look here. What are we doing with our archers? We need to charge them in, I do believe, because they're just sitting out here doing nothing. We really need to have a little bit of ranged assistance. As you can probably see over here, we have a huge amount of their Swadian skirmishers. One of them was actually able to take us out, which is not great. I really should have just continued healing myself as much as I could, but I thought to myself, I have my shield up, that's okay. I don't think there's anyone behind me shooting me in the back, is there? And, yeah, of course, lo and behold, there was. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate to say the least, but I do believe this is going to be a victory. As we can plainly see here, we have a huge amount of our own units streaming towards the barracks. And, of course, many of the Swedian units are now waking up from a restless sleep, with all of our screams and battle cries going on outside. So they are no doubt going to be very, very quick to get up. And, whoa, let's actually chronicle this guy. Look at this. This is a Dwarven Paragon, I do believe. Yes, it is. And he is soloing 7 Swedian units. Right. Okay. Well, that was rather impressive to say the least. I don't believe I could have done a better job myself. So, how many did he actually kill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, killed 9 units by himself. Right. That is actually good to know. Good to know. Do bear in mind, however, those units were quite lightly armored, so yeah, it's not an impressive feat like taking out Swadian Knights all by yourself, but still, I would say that that is rather impressive for one of the AI Dwarven Paragons to do such a large amount of damage. And as we can see here, 249 taken out. And now, I'm going to be taking this guy prisoner because he did call us dogs. And, well, we don't really want that, do we? So, without further ado, let us continue to take as many units as we can. I've actually not seen bodyguards, escorts, or looters. But well, I've seen looters before, but I haven't seen those 2 bodyguards and escorts right there. That's actually pretty cool. Goodness me, what do they level up into? Nothing. Ah. Escorts just level up into bodyguards. Okay, well, that's fine. They can probably be some rather effective defenders of a garrison. As well as, oh yes, we just got some more Hawkeyes. Now, apparently these Hawkeyes are the best archers in the game, and if you have a whole army of these, you can just decimate. You can just decimate an entire population, and hopefully we'll be able to take a look at their stats after this. So, Nizar needs to level up. We will not be interacting with him at the moment. And there we have it. Let's take one of these and actually use it, because I'm using a terrible horse in comparison. And now let's take a look here. Tilbo Castle. I'm going to give this to... well, I'd like to give it to Lord Voldrat, because he's proven himself to be quite good. Yeah, Tansugai's not liking it at all, but I do believe he has enough castles at the moment, and he's doing a very good job. I'll be giving him probably the next town that we get, so maybe that would be an idea. And let's just take a look at these guys here, and then we'll of course move down to the Hawkeyes in just a second and take a look at what kind of stats they have, because I'm very interested to see the greatest archers. Whoa, 350. What? Okay, so 350 archery proficiency and 10 power draw. No wonder they are the best. 7 in athletics as well. Their stats aren't actually anything to write home about, but their skills, that is a very, very different thing indeed. Wow, that's some powerful power draw right there. See what I did there? Powerful power draw. Excellent. So, there it is. Very nice indeed. We were able to take Tilbo Castle, and it is now garrisoned with 34 units. So, without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here, and next time on Phantasy Calradia, I hope that we will be able to actually win a tournament at some point, because these tournaments are actually native tournaments, so me not winning that was highly embarrassing, and I really feel quite disappointed about it. So, hopefully we'll be able to do that, but of course, we do need to deal with the invading Swedians very, very soon indeed. So, Dirtios Castle will be our next target. And so, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.